Welcome to Space City Home Network's presentation of Houston Astros baseball. Your front row seat to the Astros and Rockets.
It is a chilly night in downtown Cleveland, Ohio, as we get you ready for baseball between the Astros and the Guardians. A quick three-game road trip. Just a one-city trip here as the Astros play the Guardians night games today and tomorrow, and a day game on Wednesday. Hi, everybody, and welcome. Todd Callis alongside Jeff Blum. Julia Morales will join us in just a little while. Glad you could join us for a night of Astros baseball. Blummer, a chance to bounce back after what was a disappointing series against the Cardinals.
Yeah, they've got to turn things around. Getting swept at home is rough, but these bats continue to swing. Hopefully Spencer can give them a good start today.
Yeah, Spencer Arrighetti on the mound. He pitched very well in his last outing going against the Colorado Rockies in his first start of the year.
How about Spencer picking up the only starter win in the last 14 games? Pretty impressive what he was able to go out there and do in his first start back. Did walk a couple of batters, hit a couple, but at the same time, he did a great job of commanding the zone with the fastball, and then immediately he jumped on that spin. He created 20 whiffs in those 6 innings to get those 10 strikeouts. 16 of those whiffs were on that curveball. He'll have to wait and see how the spin reacts in this cold weather here in Cleveland, but quick turnaround for him. Hopefully another big start.
Yeah, Spencer going on 4 days of rest today, taking on the Cleveland Guardians. Jose Ramirez is a guy you always have to be aware of in this lineup.
Man, we talked to Joe before the game. He knows how special this player is. He is coming on some milestones. 300 steals are in sight, 300 home runs are in sight. But this is an offense that will see a lot of pitches, and that's a unique mix for the Houston Astros, who have a tendency to throw a lot of pitches. So it could be an interesting game, and hopefully they're able to suppress Jose Ramirez and throw some strikes and get some whiffs.
Jose Ramirez and the Cleveland Guardians taking on Yordan Alvarez and your Houston Astros. We'll talk more about this matchup between Ramirez and Yordan when we come back. Getting ready for baseball on a Monday night in downtown Cleveland. Every day. And by Texas Children's. Back here in Cleveland, Progressive Field, Jose Ramirez is always a guy you circle in this lineup.
Absolutely. He is the one that can do a lot of damage, consistently does. Even though everybody knows he's in that lineup, it's tough to pitch around him sometimes. And when he gets pitches to handle, he usually does damage. Joe Espada saying before the game, if they can limit Jose Ramirez, he feels like they've got a really good shot in this series.
How about on the other side with the big man for the Astros?
Yeah, there's a couple of thumpers. Yordan Alvarez is on a streak of getting on base for 15 straight games. And during that time, he has 7 home runs, 14 RBIs. And that is good for a 750 slug. He is a main part of that Astros offense. If he can get some supporting help, it should be a big offensive number.
Yordan with a home run in 3 straight games. He has never hit a home run in 4 consecutive games in his career. The last Astro to do that was Alex Bregman. Getting ready for baseball on a Monday night. When we come back, we'll check in with Julia Morales down on the field. She'll talk about the Astros offense going against the Cleveland starter, Slade Ciccone.
back at Progressive Field. This is a 3-game set between the Astros and the Guardians. The Astros will be facing Slade Cecconi for the Guardians. The Cecconi's actually seen the Astros now 3 times, including today, in his career. The Astros, though, trying to come in with that same approach they've had all season. They felt really good about what they've been doing offensively, and they should, as they rank at the top of the league in several key categories. Our What's on Tap, though, presented by Lawnmower Blonde, is going to look at something specifically that they do well. A lot of damage on the fastball this season. They're ranked first in hits and OPS against that pitch. 48 extra base hits as well. So Astros either 1 or 2, like I said, in American League in several offensive categories. Yordan Alvarez playing a big part in that. Joe Espada said earlier today, though, the leadoff spot, he's looking for base runners and protection for Yordan. Carlos Correa does a very good job of seeing pitches, getting on base, so he wants to make sure that they can continue momentum that Yordan is carrying for this club. Blemmer?
You're right, Julia. That's great stuff. And this is the Astros starting lineup presented by Car Shield. And there you see Carlos leading off. Does a good job of seeing pitches and allows Yordan to maybe time things up before he gets in there. But once he gets in there, he does a lot of damage. What I think is going to happen in some of these series moving forward is when they start to avoid Yordan, you're going to need some help on the periphery. And that means Jose Altuve, Christian Walker, Isaac Paredes are going to have to pick him up because he has a .571 on-base percentage with runners on base. That means he's getting walked when there's a chance to do damage.
Today, the Astros will face the right-hander Slade Cecconi, as Julia mentioned, facing the Astros for the 3rd time. You can see his mark so far, making his 5th start of the year. 0-2 record with an ERA just above 5. The Guardians have had very good starting pitching. Cecconi's done pretty well first couple of times through the lineup, but then that 3rd time has hit him hard. And as we look at his usage, the Astros, who like to hit the fastball, should see a lot of fastballs tonight.
Yeah, StatCast 3D, powered by Google Cloud, is going to show you those percentages between the sinker and the 4-seam. You're up almost to 50%. Then he has that cutter and the curveball. They'll include that cutter into the fastball usage, but he's going to primarily be that 4-seamer and cutter. The occasional curveball mixed in there, but he is heavy on attacking these hitters and trying to get ahead with that fastball.
It is a cool night tonight, the coldest game time temperature so far for the Astros in 2026. And kind of a sparse crowd with the cooler temperatures and the fact that the NBA team is playing the Toronto Raptors right next door. The Cavs and the Raptors playing game 2 of their playoff series, and with that in mind, and 39 degrees here in the outdoor venue, not a big crowd here at Progressive Field. Not bad in the sun. We're going to check in on the Julian Morales Index in a little while as we get ready for baseball. Carlos Correa will lead things off for the Astros. Correa in that leadoff spot for the 2nd straight time, and he and Jose Altuve have kind of switch roles, with Altuve now hitting behind Yordan Alvarez. And we're underway with a first pitch swing by Carlos, and that's a good start to this 3-day road trip as the Astros see 1 pitch and Correa has a base hit to left.
4-seam fastball. He was aggressive, so the scouting report obviously in that Astros dugout is sit on that fastball and attack. The UTMD Anderson strike zone shows that fastball on that inner third, and Carlos was more than ready as he turns on it, rips it into left field to get things going.
So here's Yordan Alvarez. You mentioned his 15-game on-base streak. He also has a 6-game hitting streak going and a 3-game home run streak going. As he goes after the first pitch as well, the Astros aggressive on the first 2 pitches from Cecconi. It's 0-1.
Well, if you want an idea of how Cecconi feels about his fastball, he just threw a 2-seamer to Yordan first pitch. So challenging him early.
40 degrees at game time today between the Astros and the Guardians. Should get nicer the next couple of games as Yordan takes a strike with a curveball. It's 0-2. Only time Yordan faced Cecconi, he struck out in his only at bat on a curveball.
Some tough shadows with the 6-10 start, huh?
And the mound still in the sunlight and the batter's box covered up in the shade. It's 1-2. Yordan hitting a home run in every game of that series against the Cardinals. Now up to 21 RBIs and has an OPS of 1261 starting the night.
Beast, absolute beast to start the season.
Hits the ball hard to left field. It might hold up, and it does. Making the play is George Valera in left. Jordan hit it so hard the ball didn't have a chance to get down to the ground. That'll be out number 1 for Ciccone.
106.3 off the bat. Kind of cut her down and hit that ball extremely well going the other way. Just plenty of hang time for the left fielder to get under it. Valera ended up catching that thing about chest high.
Now Jose Altuve, the batter. Altuve had 3 hits in his last 3 at bats yesterday. Moved that batting average up to 298. Takes a first pitch strike here. It's 0-1. Altuve does have a career home run against Ciccone. It came in 2024 at Dyken Park. It's his only hit against Slade in 4 at bats. Hits this ball to right field. Playable for Chase DeLauder. The rookie moves back to the track and puts it away. That ball had pretty good carry off the bat of Jose Altuve. And there's 2 away.
Every ball hit by the first 3 batters has been over 100 miles an hour.
Wow.
Yeah. That was the softest one at 101.2.
Oh, how about this look for Christian Walker?
He got stopped by security coming in.
He is security, it looks like.
Let's see if the Super Trooper can do something. That is strong.
It's a new look for Seawalk to start this road trip. And he hits it to left field pretty well all the way back. And that ball's off the top of the wall and gone. The new mustache on the first swing. Christian is going to stop at second base. And now he realizes it's a home run. A 2-run shot with the new look for Christian.
Yeah, he thought he got pulled over at second base. Instead, he got the wave around. How about the new stash has got some pop?
Christian Walker snaps it 0 for 15 with a bolt to left with the new look, and the Astros continue to hit the ball hard against Ciccone.
Matches from Supermo is going to show that 4-seamer getting hit on, barreled up in a nice line drive. That was only a 20-degree launch angle, but that ball was hit so hard that it had plenty of life on it to get out of here. That was 111.1 off the bat. The Astros are mashing.
My goodness, are they out swinging the bats here?
He saw the sirens. Said, wait, can I go?
We got more where that came from. I mean, when you go with that look, you've got to expect some comment.
Yes.
It's not what we've seen out of Christian. Although, as Julia observed pregame, it's not the first time he's changed his looks over the years.
Kind of mix it up every once in a while.
0-2 the count to Isaac Paredes. He takes a pitch down and away, 1-2. Well, the offense, which came in with 121 runs scored, tops in the American League, and leading all of baseball with 81 extra base hits, adding to both of those totals here in the first inning. Christian's 5th home run of the year. Now Isaac with a 1-2 count. That one bounces wide. It's 2-2. So the Astros coming out swinging against the fastball Slade Ciccone, and have hit the ball hard with all 4 of the first hitters tonight. Paredes hits the ball well into left center field. That'll be down for it. Maybe the first one under 100 exit velocity, but he hit in the right spot into left center.
Every hitter knows that's a knock. And you're right, TK. That was well under the 100 miles an hour we've seen consistently from the first 4 hitters. This is a cutter that kind of tied him up. It does a good job of pulling the hands in. 74.7 off the bat, and just as effective. And when you're going the way Christian Walker and Isaac are going, you'll take anything.
Isaac snapped an 0 for 20 last night with a huge 2 RBI, 2-out single to tie the game in the bottom of the 8th inning against the Cardinal closer Riley O'Brien. Now he has hits in back-to-back at bats, and here's Taylor Trammell batting with a runner on and 2 outs. Trammell hits the ball sharply but foul past Dave Clark at first base, and also past the Guardians first baseman Kyle Manzardo. So early on, the shadows not affecting the Astros, and they are seeing the ball pretty well from Slade Ciccone. That ball's up 1-1. Andy Fletcher is the crew chief and the home plate umpire tonight. Taylor hit his first triple of his career yesterday. Also added an infield hit. He went 2 for 4. Taylor's going to challenge that call by Fletcher. It's either going to be 1-2 or 2-1. I don't believe I remember Taylor challenging a pitch so far this year.
Well, I'm glad he challenged this one. There's that ABS Astros challenge brought to you by T-Mobile, and he gets the call.
Not by a lot, but he'll take it. So the count now is 2-1. It's off the plate. 3-1 the count to Taylor Trammell. Astros off to a 2-0 start thanks to Christian Walker's 2-run home run. Walker now up to 18 RBIs on the year. He was second on the team, trailing Yordan Alvarez coming in. Yordan with 21, leading the American League. Taylor. That's ball 4. Trammell's going to draw a walk, and that'll put 2 runners on here in the first inning with 2 outs for Yainer Diaz.
Batting 7 for Houston, the catcher, number 21, Yainer Diaz.
In his 2 previous starts against the Astros, this 26-year-old only allowed an ERA of 3 in 9 innings of work. He only allowed 3 earned runs. He's given up 2 here in the first today. And Yainer takes a first pitch sweeper for a strike. It's 0-1. Yainer's faced Ciccone 4 times. He's 1 for 3 with a walk. The 2 times he's been retired, he struck out. That went way high. It's 1-1. Yainer pops one up, shallow center, coming on Stephen Kwan. He'll make the call, and he'll put it away for the final out of the inning. Good inning for the Astros, though. 3 hits, a couple of runs, 2 men left on base. We head to the bottom of the first. Spencer Arrighetti with a 2-0 lead will take the mound.
Choose between a Junior Jumbo Jack meal or Junior Chicken Sandwich meal. Some say be the change. I say keep the change. Visit Jack for a chance to win $75K. Welcome to Jack in the Box.
We are chilling right here at Progressive Field in Cleveland, and this is how the Guardians are going to line up. We got a big young hitter hitting second right ahead of Jose Ramirez and Chase DeLauter, but Jose Ramirez having himself a great season, even though the .229 batting average does not reflect that. But you see the milestones he's heading towards: 291 home runs as it stands, and only 3 more bags until he gets to 300. But the Astros are going to do their best to try and keep him off the bases and keep him from doing damage.
That lineup will face the 26-year-old right-hander Spencer Arrighetti, making his second start of the season. You see the fabulous numbers from his first start against the Colorado Rockies. That was 5 days ago, with Spencer working on 4 days of rest. Making this start today, coming off 100 pitches. He had 20 swings and misses. 16 of those 20 swings and misses were with the curveball. Guy who rarely swings and misses is Stephen Kwan. In fact, no hitter in all of baseball has a lower swing and miss rate than Kwan at 6.4%. Spencer would love to get a swing and miss on this guy, as difficult as it is. But he doesn't get a swing and miss here. He does get a ball sent to center as Taylor Trammell gets the fly ball to center for the first out.
Best in Texas power pitcher is driven by 4. There he is, Spencer Arrighetti, talking about the start against Cleveland in 2024. He got a 10 strikeout game against them as well. Went 8 innings, allowed 2 earned runs. There you see that breaking ball. Did not allow any hits. Struck out 3 and had a 42.9 whip percentage. We wouldn't mind a repeat performance of that back in 2024.
Pitch off the plate to DeLauter. Chase DeLauter got off to a hot start, hitting a home run in his first 3 games of his Guardians career after debuting on March the 26th. Lately, he has been struggling a little more. Just 1 for his last 19, as this play is made by the new Astro Dustin Harris, getting his first start in right field as he makes a running catch in the gap for out number 2. How about the Astros starting defense? It's presented by Xfinity. Spencer's going to work with the catcher Yainer Diaz today. Yainer back in the lineup, the former Cleveland Guardian minor leaguer, now an Astro, and now on the infield you've got Christian Walker and Jose Altuve, along with Correa and Paredes on the left side. The outfield has Bryce Matthews starting today against the righty. In center field, Taylor Trammell, and in right field, Dustin Harris. I need a picture of Dustin.
I think Julia got one before the game.
She did. Julia got a picture of the two new guys, Dustin Harris and Braden Shoemaker, now on the team and here active on the roster. Obviously, Dustin Harris is, because you saw him make that catch.
It was giving first day of school vibes.
Was it?
That picture I took.
It was adorable.
Like, hey, new guys, smile.
They had no idea who you were?
No. I do now. I'm the girl that takes pictures.
Like you're the team photographer?
Yeah.
2-0 pitches off the plate, 3-0.
No, I got to quickly catch up with both of them. It's been a whirlwind for both of them in their own ways. They'll get it figured out. They're both very, very happy to be here, though, in an Astros uniform.
Dustin right in there in the lineup today. Nick Allen going on the IL as Spencer walks Jose Ramirez on 4 pitches. With Allen going on the IL, the Astros with the newly acquired Braden Shoemaker activate him today. Shoemaker will wear number 28. You saw Harris in right field wearing number 37. So here's Kyle Manzardo after the 4-pitch walk to Jose Ramirez. It's 5 in a row off the plate as Manzardo takes one up and away for ball 1. See the numbers for Manzardo against the Astros in his career. He's coming in hitting 180, including 136 here at Progressive Field. That's the crazy thing when you see year in and year out about how good Jose Ramirez has been, is he hasn't always had a ton of protection behind him in this lineup.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Right.
And they put together some decent lineups. They just scratch out and grind you some runs and wins. But as far as overall threats in that lineup, it's constantly been Jose Ramirez.
Well, Manzardo goes the other way to snap it 0 for 7. Jose's thinking of going first to third, and he gets back to second as Bryce Matthews came up with that ball in a hurry, and Ramirez a little over aggressive getting back to the bag at second. He's always looking to take the extra base.
Yeah, if you're going to model your game after somebody in the big leagues, why not Jose Ramirez? He does everything aggressively and does it very well. Kind of testing that young left fielder and Bryce Matthews out there to see how he would react.
Here's Rhys Hoskins, DH. Hoskins takes a strike 0-1. Ramirez leads all of baseball in stolen bases, and in terms of base runners, Blummer, he's right now the leader in the major leagues and runs above average.
We've been watching him for years, and I'm not sure that there's anything he's not good at.
His stolen base totals actually have gone up as he's gotten older, which is a little crazy to think about. Stolen more than 40 bags each of the last 2 years, now 33 years old. The guy he's talking to now, Jose Altuve, stole a ton of bases early in his career, but hasn't stolen as much more recently. And Ramirez is a guy who's running more now than he did early in his career. Possibly with the new pitch clock and the changes with being able to hold a runner. That one misses, it's 1-2. Hoskins in his first year with the Guardians, coming over after a couple of years in Milwaukee, the majority of his career with the Phillies for 7 seasons. First time he has faced Arrighetti, and he fouls one back to stay alive at 1-2. 2-out walk to Jose Ramirez, followed by a single by Kyle Manzardo. Now Arrighetti trying to work through the first inning unscathed.
Sets up pretty good for a curveball right here. Stay with the fastball up again in that 1-2. You know, those 0-2, 1-2 counts. You got a couple of pitches to waste. See if you can't use that to set up something later. Possibly get that swing and miss up top.
That's popped up. Walker giving it a look, but it's going to drift back into the crowd just a few rows deep.
It's going to be interesting to watch Spencer try and create the shape that he wants with his spin. Cold, dry here.
He got so much swing and miss his first start. I don't feel like he's had many swings and misses, if any, so far in this first inning.
None that have showed up yet.
That ball hit hard into left field, down for a hit. Matthews will charge. Bryce's throw is spiked a little bit and will be cut off by Paredes. Bryce, who's thrown the ball well from the outfield and learning that position, spiked that throw. And that'll be an RBI single for Rhys Hoskins to make it a 2-1 game.
Good swing on a tough single.
He's kind of looking back at his footing like he may have slipped on that throw.
Well, it's a skate rink out there right now, probably. There's that two-seamer down that Rhys had to go on his legs and get. Hit it hard. We'll see here. Yeah, that lead leg slipped on him a little bit.
Now George Valera with a foul ball. It's 0-1. Because when he got the ball, Ramirez was just getting to third base. Looked like he would have a shot to throw him out.
Spikes just didn't catch on that lead foot when he was landing.
Pitch missing down and in. All this damage for the Guardians coming with 2 outs and nobody on. Walk, single, single. They have scored a run against Spencer Arrighetti. That's a pop-up foul, giving it a look, Yainer Diaz, but that'll be back in the crowd. Astros going with Spencer today, Ryan Weiss tomorrow, Peter Lambert on Wednesday. All 3 of those pitchers will be pitching with 4 days of rest. Arrighetti did it once earlier this year. That was with the Space Cowboys, but coming off 100 pitches, which is the most he's thrown in a couple of seasons. 1-2 pitch is grounded towards Christian Walker. Walker will need help from Arrighetti covering, and that'll be a 3-1 putout to end the first. But the Guardians answer with 1. They do so with 2 hits and a walk. It's now a 2-1 game.
Space City Home Network Plus. Download today at SCHNplus.com.
We're back. The Astros have a 2-1 lead early on in this one. It's the top of the second. Some injury updates for you as Joe Espada rattled a few off for us today, and they were good news, including Joey Loperfido being on this trip, doing baseball activities and taking some swings, which means that injury is not too much of a concern. He should be back pretty soon. Also, Nick Allen on the IL today. Those spasms, guys, they were just not improving as fast as they wanted, so he needed a few more days there. That's why they made the roster move today. And then a couple of other quick updates for you. Jeremy Pena did some running back in Houston. Tatsuya Imai threw a bullpen today as well. And then Bennett Sousa, we've been watching his rehab assignment. He will pitch again for Sugarland, but he's very, very close. Nate Pearson also close. Will throw Thursday for one of the affiliates. So a couple of guys working their way back. TK.
A lot of updates from down in that well. How would you describe the conditions down there?
Cold. My fingers and my nose are frozen.
A lot of guys going with the hoodies look today. Saw a lot of those little hand warmers that you put in your back pocket.
Yeah, stick those in the back pocket.
I can hear the heater. Like, it is blasting, but it's not in my direction.
Yeah, we need to fix that.
It's so close yet so far away.
How dare the players get warm and not help you out?
I'm just listening to it. Yeah, I'm just listening to the flame.
So close.
Blazing
so
in there.
Well, here's Dustin Harris, one of the new guys that Julia was referencing. He's just making his first Astros start today. Harris came on and had a couple of at-bats in the game yesterday after pinch hitting for Shea Whitcomb. So he's 0 for 2 for the Astros. He was 3 for 12 earlier this year with the White Sox, including a double. He's a guy that has walked 4 times this year with only 1 strikeout, making his 17th major league start in his career. He was with the Rangers in 24 and 25. Look out, Julia.
Man.
That was right towards where Julia is hanging out now.
Yeah, and this is a tough spot to be in down that line for her.
She's somewhere in that camera well.
She's hiding right there.
I'm hiding. No, there's a box in front of me now. I moved behind it.
Good
I've
night.
been hitting this camera well before.
Have you?
Yeah.
One of the toughest
Colby
ones,
Rasmus,
right?
I'll never forget that.
Oh. Checks his swing and no swing, says third base umpire Jansen Visconti is 3-2. Jansen's cold.
Yeah, somewhere in there's Jansen.
It's not a warm night, especially for the umpires in the shade. On the ground, second baseman Juan Brito, the rookie, will make the play. Harris getting down the line nicely, but he's thrown out for out number 1.
Batting ninth for the Astros, left fielder.
That'll bring up Bryce Matthews. Matthews getting a start in left field today. Entered the game yesterday as a pinch runner. It was a tough day for him as he got picked off and then moved into third base and made an error in the extra innings. See his numbers on the year as Bryce takes a first pitch strike 0-1. Bryce has been seeing most of his action against left-hand pitching this year, getting a start today against the righty. That one catches the outside corner. Bryce wasn't sure about it, and it's 0-2.
Could have challenged that one. He was right. His instincts were correct. Just off the outside corner.
Bryce 1 for 12 against right-hand pitching on the year. Down in the count here, 0-2. What is that JMI?
Oh, gosh, I can't even imagine. It's got to be low. Just crazy. Tomorrow's supposed to be 71.
Right?
Yeah, it'll be perfect tomorrow.
Gotten increasingly warmer as the forecast has continued, but tonight it's anything but.
There we go, bundled up.
Feels like my fingers are numb. This is great.
Multiple layers is the key.
Yeah,
I was trying to be positive too because the sun's out. I'm like, it can't be that cold. Oh yeah.
That one's up. So Bryce has now a 3-2 count after getting down 0-2.
I did the tunnel walk today.
How was it?
Successful. Yeah, I was only outside for about 3 minutes until I got to the booth.
Brilliant work.
Yeah.
Drops you off right at the arena.
Right at the arena. It'll be a little bit different going back,
Yeah.
I would imagine, tonight.
3-2 pitches skied in the air down the left field line. Heading over there is George Valera, the left fielder, and he puts it away for the second out. It might be a little crowded around the stadium after the game today. So 2 outs, bases empty, and Carlos Correa will hit. Correa singled on the first pitch he saw this game. Came in to score on the Christian Walker home run. Correa's 16th run of the season. Third on the team in that category, but behind Yordan Alvarez and Jose Altuve. Pitch missing. It's 1-0. Coney was acquired from the Diamondbacks. That was right before the 25 season last year. He was involved in a trade for Josh Naylor, who's now found his home in Seattle after the Diamondbacks then traded Josh to the Mariners. 2-0 pitch is a strike as he drops in the sweeper.
Stay away from those on a cold day.
Carlos was the leadoff hitter 3 times last year for the Astros, and now his 3rd time leading off this year, including back-to-back games. That one's going to be out of play, and the count goes full on Correa. Astros start the day with a record of 8-15. Trying to snap an 8-game road losing streak from the last trip. This is the place where they've had success. There's not been another American League stadium on the road where the Astros have played better since 2019. They're 13-6 here at Progressive Field. Called third strike. Correa down looking. That'll be Cicconi's first strikeout as he gets Correa to end the second. 1-2-3 inning for Slade. We'll head to the bottom of the second with the Astros leading 2-1.
Have your dugout report presented by Jack in the Box. Spencer Arrighetti's last start was his first for the Astros this year. He saw it as one of the biggest starts of his career simply because the doubt had started to creep in, he said, after not making the big league club out of spring training. So hard not to let your mind go there. So he took the assignment, found his starter routine in AAA, wanted to get himself ready for when the team might need him, and it wasn't long to He said it was personal for him to pitch well, give the team a chance to win, and then save the bullpen a little bit.
Yeah, it'd be nice if he could do that again, even though there is an off day after this series. The Astros playing game 11 out of 13 in a row in 13 days. Spencer coming off those 6 innings against the Rockies has a 1-2 count here on Juan Brito leading off the second inning. Arrighetti had to throw 22 pitches in the first.
It'll be the first 2 swings and misses of the game, those last 2 changeups.
So there you go, 22 pitches in the first without a swing and a miss. So it took him to go to the changeup to get his first 2, and now on a 1-2 pitch he hits Brito. Spencer hit 2 in his first start against the Rockies, and both the guys he hit in that game against Colorado had to leave the game due to injury. Brito should be fine after being hit by a pitch in the foot.
And the curveball got a little quick on it. Yeah, got out there and got that lead foot. And it was man down.
So now Bo Naylor, the batter. Astros coming into today leading the major leagues in walks allowed by their pitching staff and also hit by pitches. There's too many free base runners through the year. Astros have hit 19, now 20 of the opposition batters, while walking 124. Twins are next closest in hit by pitches with 17, and the A's are next closest in walks with 115.
8 of those hit by pitches have been with 2 strikes.
Wow. How about this throw to second for 1? Arrighetti did a good job covering, but even with Correa's gun, they couldn't double up Bo Naylor on that slowly hit ground ball.
Love to have been in this side the head of Spencer right there. Did a good job hustling over there, but you look up and all of a sudden you've got a howitzer ready to fire right at you, and you got to find the bag and catch the ball.
Well, the bottom number helps attribute some of those top numbers too. The OPS goes up when you walk that many guys, and obviously the whip and the ERA result of all those walks. But that's a crazy number on the hit by pitches, 8 of them with 2 strikes.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? Less than ideal time to hit somebody.
So 23 games in, the Astros trying to get those pitching numbers turned around here. As now Brian Rocchio, the batter, takes a pitch for ball 1.
And if I remember correctly, we were talking about this pregame yesterday about the hits and the hit by pitches and the walks. At the time yesterday, it was 38.5% came around to score.
Already we've seen the lone run today for the Guardians score after a walk. Jose Ramirez drew a walk on 4 pitches and scored in the first. Naylor on first base with 1 out and a 1-1 count on Brian Rocchio. Rocchio has a 6-game hitting streak going, hitting .450 during that stretch. So he brings not only a 6-game hitting streak to the plate, but he brings the fact that he's the 9-hitter.
Now danger. It's been a tough spot against Astros pitching.
Astros have not fared well against this spot in the lineup in particular. And there's another base hit by a 9-hitter into left field. That'll be a 7-game hitting streak for Rocchio. And the Guardians have runners on first and second with 1 out.
Don't miss the Astros' next home series against the New York Yankees this weekend. Get your tickets now at astros.com/SGT. So here's Stephen Kwan
Juan has done well this year with runners in scoring position with a 9 for 17 mark. He's flied out to center field his first time up. He's got first and second and one out here. Juan rarely goes after the first pitch. As he takes a strike here, it's 0-1. Hit by pitch, fielder's choice, and single for the Guardians here in the second. Juan has faced Spencer 5 previous times. Sends this ball high in the air to center field. Taylor Chamel has it lined up. Going back to tag at second is Bo Naylor. He's going to bluff as the throw comes back into second. That'll be the second out of the inning. Spencer will face Chase DeLauder.
Big swing on that fastball.
I have noticed his walk-up music. He is a graduate of Hedgeville High School in West Virginia, growing up right near the Maryland-West Virginia border. Into center, shallow. Taylor Chamel has to hustle, going out Correa, and Carlos got a good read on that and put it away in the sunshine. Good play by the Astros shortstop on a ball that was dangerous into shallow center. Spencer Strands 2. We're going to head to the third at 2-1 Astros lead.
Runs. He had his 10th yesterday. RBI now with 21. His OPS is so much higher than that of second place in that category. He is a force right now. Super confident, as if that guy ever loses confidence. But opposing teams really having a tough time game planning for him. They're not sure how to attack him, as he is so comfortable at the plate right now, seeing it well. TK.
You saw his entire warm-up routine getting ready for this AB, standing near the heater until the last second, then coming out and taking a couple of swings and ready to go.
Now it's got to be tough to DH on days like this where you just got to hover around because you're not out in the field moving around trying to stay warm. Although there's some days where you're out there playing defense and you're actually colder than you would be if you were in the dugout.
Jordan goes after the first pitch and misses the curveball. It's 0-1. Jordan hit the ball hard his first time up, but he lined out to left field. Astros lead at 2-1 thanks to a 2-run home run by Christian Walker. That ball hit hard and backhanded nicely by Rocchio, but he can't make the play. Rocchio smothered it, but never could come up with it cleanly, and Jordan will have an infield hit here to lead off the third.
Would have been interesting if Rocchio was able to come up with this, because Jordan runs pretty well. Good job getting over there. Just didn't catch it cleanly. Just kind of knocked it down. Ball hit the heel of the glove. Just another hit for Jordan as he is on base again.
There's Jose Altuve, who flied out to pretty deep right field his first time up. Hits the ball sharply, but at the second baseman, Brito will take it to the bag himself and turn a double play on Jose. On the first pitch, the Guardians get a double play here. 2 quick outs in the third. Bring up Christian Walker. Hit the first pitch he saw into the bleachers in left field, actually right off the railing right above the wall in left field. For his 5th home run of the year and a 2-0 lead at the time for the Astros. First pitch a strike, 0-1. Wave and a miss of the sweeper, and Ciccone getting ahead 0-2. Saucony's a guy generally this year who had struggled once he got to the lineup a third time and had breezed through the lineup the first 2 times. Today was a little different in the first inning as he allowed 4 of the first 6 base runners to reach. Misses there. It's 1-2.
Trying to quick pitch him right there.
Didn't work out.
No. Stash was mildly amused by it. Didn't affect him.
It's a strong stash. Although it doesn't work out here for Christian as he goes down on strike. So facing the minimum in the third is Slade Saucony with the help of a double play. We head to the bottom of the third in a 2-1 Astros lead. Time to take a look at today's Chevy Stroh Poll. We're in Cleveland. We're going to ask you a movie question. Which 80s baseball movie is your all-time favorite? You've got Bull Durham, choice A. Field of Dreams, choice B. Major League. Why we're in Cleveland, it makes sense. Choice C, and D, The Natural. Choice D, at Space City HN. Go to that website and use the hashtag Stroh Poll. And you can register your vote. We'll have the winning movie for you later on in the show.
I got a favorite out of those.
Clear favorite or close?
Clear.
Clear favorite?
Yeah.
Not even a thought about that.
Nah. I mean, I like them all, obviously. But if I had to pick one to watch, I know which one I'd pick.
Should we have you influence the voters or wait till we see the results?
Well, let's wait till we see.
Okay. Jose Ramirez, the batter, with a 1-1 count. He walked on 4 pitches and scored the only Guardians run his first time up. This ball sent into left center field. That'll be down for a hit. Taylor Chamel gets over there in a hurry to cut it off, but Ramirez will get to second with a double, his 5th double of the year, as he continues to torment Astros pitching. That's his thing.
Yeah, Jose rakes. Took a pretty good changeup down below the zone and is able to stay on it and hit it back up the middle and just twist it into that left center field gap. Such a good piece of hitting. He's in a good place right now. Came into this game in his last 9 games with a 14-13 OPS.
Coming off a 2 home run game yesterday, his 28th of his career. Here's Kyle Manzardo, lefty hitter. You hear lefty hitter a bit this next couple of days is because that's basically the entire Guardians lineup. They have 4 switch hitters on their roster of 13 position players. They have 3 right-hand hitters, and the rest are lefties. So today, Arrighetti facing all lefties with the exception of the DH Hoskins, and that ball hit to the ground on the right side as Walker makes the play, but a productive out for Kyle Manzardo and the Guardians as Ramirez gets to third.
Good baseball. If you're going to make that out, make it on that pull side to move that runner up 90 feet. Now, Rhys Hoskins has it at bat with a runner at third, less than 2.
And so they can field an all left-hand hitting lineup if they chose to use that DH spot for either Daniel Schneemer or Angel Martinez. But here is the only righty facing Spencer. He singled to drive in the first run of the game for the Guardians. And he takes a pitch just wide, 1-0. Arrighetti last appeared against the Guardians in 2024 out of the bullpen. That was a game here in Cleveland. Went 5 2/3 innings in that appearance. Total of 8 innings in his 1 start and his 1 relief appearance. Allowing 4 hits and 2 runs coming into today with 6 walks and 10 strikeouts. Got ahead of Hoskins 1-2. First time tonight that he has faced Hoskins in a big league game. Missing wide, 2-2. In the air, shallow center. Taylor Trammell coming on. He'll have time to get there to make the catch. Tagging and bluffing is Ramirez as Taylor makes the throw home. That'll be the second out of the inning. Not hit deep enough for Ramirez to score on that fly ball by Hoskins.
Yeah, Trammell got rid of it quick. He had a long way to go to catch that pop up. You see here, skied, and with the infield in, Taylor Trammell was the only one that was going to have an opportunity at this. Had to cover 112 feet.
Now the infield back with 2 outs, and George Valera the batter. Valera takes one down and in for ball 1. That ball hit to right. Coming on is Dustin Harris. He'll play it on a hop. That'll be an RBI for Valera. 2-out single to score the second run of the game. We're tied at 2.
Second baseman, Juan Brito.
Cutter just a little bit elevated, stayed right on that inner third. A good swing by Valera.
Now 5 hits for the Guardians. And Juan Brito will be the batter. Arrighetti only gave up 3 hits in his 6 innings of work in his first start this year. Brito hit by a pitch on the foot his first time up. Takes a pitch off the plate, 1-0. Brito made his debut this year too, similar to Chase DeLauder. His a little later as he began the year at AAA. Played 9 games for Columbus before he debuted on April the 7th. There's a strike. It's 1-1. Guardians coming in with a record of 13-10 on the season. And 10 leads the AL Central by a half game over the Tigers. Tigers actually played earlier today, so that lead is now a full game as they played that marathon morning game at Fenway Park today. Swing and a miss. That was a pretty good changeup.
Changeup's been good for Spencer in this game, not relying on that curveball as much. Good job of turning that one over and good shape down.
Tapper off the plate, fouls. 1-2 on Brito. Both the Guardians runs tonight, scoring with 2 outs. RBI single by Rhys Hoskins in the first and an RBI single by George Valera here in the third. Runner goes. The pitch is swung on and bounced slowly to first. Easy play for Christian Walker, who will step on the bag, and that'll do it for Cleveland in the third inning. Run on 2 hits, 1 man left on. We're tied at 2 as we head to the 4th.
Experience Pickleball Night at Dyken Park on Monday, May 11th. Get your group ticket package now to secure an Astros pickleball paddle by visiting astros.com/pickleball. Ticket.
Julia, 4th inning. Isaac Paredes will lead things off for the Astros, followed by Taylor Trammell and Yainer Diaz. We're all tied at 2. Astros 2 runs on 4 hits. Guardians 2 runs on 5 hits. Slade Ciccone delivers, and so does Isaac Paredes. Deep to left field and gone. Number 1 on the year for Isaac, and the Astros regain the lead 3-2.
Attaboy, Isaac getting in on the action, got a hanging sweeper and pummeled it for number 1.
Isaac, after snapping an 0 for 20 yesterday with that 8th inning base hit, now 3 for his last 3 with that home run.
It's got to feel good for Isaac. It felt like at home he was popping a lot of pitches up, just missing them. But he didn't miss this one.
Did the cowboy hat make it on the road? We saw it with Christian Walker, or did we?
I'm not sure.
I don't know if it made it. Maybe it's a ski cap tonight. I think it might just be a home run celebration.
Homer hat.
Here's Taylor Trammell. Taylor pops a foul out of play. It's 1-1. Taylor drew a walk his first time up. Astros have all their runs tonight on home runs. Christian Walker, a 2-run shot in the first. Now Isaac Paredes jumping on the first pitch of the fourth inning. Nice bunt by Trammell. No chance for Jose Ramirez. He'll just pick it up with that green glove and get rid of that baseball as Trammell put down a perfect bunt.
Batting for Houston, the catcher.
Back to that home run swing. See that sweeper up in the zone, and Isaac did a very good job of pulling the hands in and barreling it up 383 feet to left field. Up onto the patio out here, Progressive Field. A good bunt. I'm not sure if you noticed it. They zoomed in on Taylor, and he was kind of taking a peek around the infield.
Now ball the other way. That'll be down for a hit. Trammell will stop at second base. Yainer Diaz a base hit to right field. The Astros have 3 consecutive hits here in the fourth.
Yeah, but Taylor doing a good job recognizing Ramirez's back, laid down that bunt. And then you've got Yainer right here taking a fastball up and in and going the other way with it. Two-seamer up and in. Good piece of hitting.
Now Dustin Harris, who grounded out his first time up, takes a pitch down and in for ball 1. Two years with the Rangers, earlier this year with the White Sox, and now with his third team at the big league level, the Houston Astros. Hit hard but foul down the right field side. It's 1-1. Harris giving Cam Smith the night off, starting in right field tonight. Only the second game Cam hasn't started. He has still played in every game this year. Takes a strike 1 and 2. Harris is 26 years old, from Tampa, went to St. Petersburg College. Now getting his first chance to start for the Astros, and a chance here with an RBI situation, first and second, nobody out. Stays alive on that breaking ball. Runner goes to third. This ball is hooked to first. They're going to go to second, trying to get the out there. Nice pick by the shortstop Rocchio on a low throw by Manzardo. They do get the force at second. Now the Astros have runners on the corners with 1 out.
It was a very good pick by Rocchio, picking up Manzardo. If that skips away from him, the Astros are off the races.
So now runners at first and third for Bryce Matthews. The middle of the diamond is back. The corners will be in. Bryce flied out to left field his first time up. Bryce showing bunt and bunts it foul. Taylor Trammell calling time. He was coming down the line, and he may have injured himself in putting on the brakes on that bunt.
Come on.
Taylor was coming down the line. It was a basic squeeze. It was not a suicide squeeze. It was a safety squeeze. But Taylor is still trying to get a good jump on this cold night. May have done something because he was in discomfort as soon as he stopped on the baseline.
This is unbelievable.
Taylor's going to leave the game.
Walking gingerly.
Assistant athletic trainer Rafael Freitas in the ski cap alongside Joe Espada, and Joe's got to be thinking the same thing you are, Plummer. That is what is going on.
Yeah, you just can't keep healthy bodies on the roster. It's amazing.
So Cam Smith, who is supposed to have a day off, is going to enter this game here in the 4th inning.
He wasn't even moving that quick.
He dealt with a calf issue last year in spring training that kept him out for the beginning of the season. And now he is not happy at all as he leaves the game with Cam Smith taking over at third base. We'll see who plays center field. Bryce Matthews was out in center field a lot this spring training. Dustin Harris they have profiled as a corner outfield. Cam played a little bit of center this spring. But I would imagine the guy at the plate finally might get his chance in center field here at the big league level.
I spoke to Bryce about that. Said he played some in high school before going to Nebraska and being their shortstop. So he's got experience out there, and like TK said, had some time in spring training moving around the outfield. He's moved pretty well in left field.
That ball's hit well to left, and that is going to be down for a hit into the wall. In to score Cam Smith. Flying around third and being held there is Dustin Harris. That's an RBI double for Bryce Matthews, and the Astros lead it 4-2.
There we go. Big hit from Bryce. Good job on a fastball inside. Just dropped the hands on it and drove it into that left field corner. Young man going to get an opportunity here if Trammell's out for a little while. So good to see him getting a good swing on this fastball. Get that confidence going.
That'll be his 4th run batted in of the year. Cam Smith crosses the plate as the pinch runner. And out to the mound to have a little word is Carl Willis, the veteran pitching coach for the Guardians. The Astros now up to 8 hits in the game here in the 4th inning, have scored 4 runs. Now, word from Jack in the Box.
Get my new Smash Jack Sliders Munchie Meal for a chance to win $75,000. Welcome to Jack in the Box.
Now Carlos Correa bats with the infield in. Correa has singled in 2 at-bats. He scored a run in the 1st inning. Carlos takes a pitch down for a ball, 1-0. This is the 3rd time through the lineup for Slade Ciccone. And this is usually where teams have hit him hard in his first 4 starts of the year. Correa fouls one away. 1-1 the count. On third base, Dustin Harris. On second base, Bryce Matthews. Astros with 4 hits in the inning. Correa watches that one wide, 2-1. 3rd time through the lineup. Hitters are 7 for 14 against Slade with 3 home runs, and that is a big OPS number this year. That one towards the right field, slicing towards the line, and that will drop foul. Astros with a 2-run 4th, trying to add more here with Carlos Correa with 2 in scoring position and just 1 out. That ball's going to be down for 2 runs. Bryce Matthews, a great read. He'll walk home. 2 RBI base hit for Carlos Correa, and the Astros lead at 6-2.
So many opportunities for CC, and even in that leadoff spot, he gets another opportunity That's a slow breaking ball down and away, and he's able to just stay on it long enough to nudge that into center field. There is not much bat getting on baseball right here, but it ends up being a 2 RBI base hit.
Nobody warming in the Guardians bullpen, as Yordan Alvarez will bat here in a 6-2 game, and he'll take a pitch for a strike. 0-1. Yordan has lined out to left and has an infield hit on a ground ball to the hole in shortstop. Goes after that breaking ball and puts himself down in the count. 0-2. Ball skied in the air deep to right field, sending DeLauder back. He's near the wall. He will reach up and make the catch right up against the wall. Yordan didn't miss home run number 11 by much. He flies out to deep right for the second out.
There was another breaking ball down. He stayed back a little bit better on this one and almost snuck it out of here.
Second baseman,
Man, Yordan stayed on that one down out of the zone. Ciccone thought he made a great pitch and almost got out of here.
He almost golfed that one out. Here's Jose Altuve, 8th hitter of the inning for the Astros. Altuve takes a pitch off the plate for ball 1. Altuve and Dustin Harris, the only 2 in the lineup without a hit so far for the Astros. They have put up 9 hits in the first 4 innings against Ciccone. The ball skied into center field. Stephen Kwan coming on, still coming, and he will not get there. Instead, it's the infielder who makes the play. Juan Brito stayed with it. Jose Altuve making a bid for a hit, but it's caught by Brito.
He sucks getting hot. Home run in that inning. The Astros add a couple more.
Cam Smith taking over in right field after coming in as a pinch runner for Taylor Trammell. That will move Dustin Harris from right field to left field, and Bryce Matthews will get an opportunity to play some center field. He did start a game out there earlier this year. There is Harris in left and Bryce moving from left field to center. Taylor Trammell may have injured himself, Blummer, on not that bunt attempt where he was coming down the line, but earlier in that sequence where he was actually trying to run on a pitch home to Dustin Harris that he grounded into a fielder's choice.
Yeah, might have, but it's just amazing to me that oh man, it's unbelievable to me that this many guys are getting hurt.
Altuve makes the pick on the backhand side to get Bo Naylor as he grounds out on an 0-2 pitch. Here is when he was running on the ground ball out.
It's hard to tell. He gets a good jump. Just kind of see when he starts to stop a little bit. It gets kind of ginger on that left side maybe a little bit.
That is not the face of somebody who's happy to be in the game at that point. That was obviously something wrong with him at that stage. So we'll try and get a report from the Astros clubhouse as the Astros have a player leave due to injury. Tell me if you've heard that before this year. It's 1-0 the count to Brian Rocchio.
I feel like that's all I've heard this year.
Astros have taken the lead in a lot of categories that are negative this year, and that being one of them. They have the most players on the injured list. That is at 15, and hopefully it's not a number that will add to it with Taylor Trammell. Of the Astros 26 players that were on their opening day roster, only 15 of them have made it from opening day to today, game number 24, healthy and active.
Not even close to being done with April.
Brian Rocchio, the 9-hitter, so he's going to be on base for the second time. A 4-pitch walk to Rocchio. SCHN continues its live game coverage of the Houston Astros. That'll be tomorrow as they take on the Cleveland Guardians. Tune in for Astros pregame show at 4:30, presented by Toyota. SCHN and SCHN Plus are your home for Astros baseball. Here's Steven Kwan, who's flied out twice to center. He takes a pitch for a ball, 1-0. A walk allowed by Arrighetti, his second walk allowed. Six in a row missed by Spencer. It's 2-0 to Kwan. There's a strike. Rocchio 0 for 2 and stolen bases on the year. Check came at first. Guardians mentioned 3 games over 500 at 13-10. Coming off a series against the Baltimore Orioles where they won the last 2 games. It took 3 out of 4 from the Orioles. That one's wide. It's 3-1. Runner goes. The pitch is a strike. The throw is not quite in time. That'll be the first stolen base of the year for Rocchio. Now a 3-2 count on Kwan.
Spencer's thrown 17 curveballs, has yet to get a swing and miss on it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Went off 16 swings and misses last start on that pitch. This one golf foul, might be playable. No, it's drifting to the top of the Astros dugout.
It was pretty impressive. He made contact with that. But yeah, 3 whiffs. He's only got five whiffs in the game. 3 of them have been on the changeup. 1 on the cutter, 1 on the fastball.
And none on the curve.
None.
How many swings?
6 swings at it. He's thrown 17, but only 6 swings. That's even crazier. There's only been 6 swings at it.
Tough guy to put away here as Kwan sends one into left. That'll be caught by the new left fielder Dustin Harris. And there's 2 outs in the inning. It's a good number though for Spencer on the put away pitches. Number 1 in the league. What that means once you get to 2 strikes, you're able to put away the hitter.
Yep.
24.6% of the time with a strikeout.
Well, he mentioned that on the broadcast. I thought it was a great conversation we had with him the day after he struck out 10 Rockies and explaining, you know, hitting a baseball is very hard. He likes to take advantage of guys that will go out there and swing and miss, but he likes chasing that strikeout. He knows it benefits the team, and obviously the side effect is it racks up his strikeout numbers. A little bit different story here today, much colder, maybe a little bit harder to get a grip and get the right shape on his curveball to get that swing and miss. Drops that one in.
Chase DeLauder has flied to right and also popped up to short. Astros scored 4 in the top half of the 4th, and Arrighetti looking for a shutdown bottom half of the inning. Doubt that they will let him go to 100 pitches in back-to-back starts, especially with just 4 days of rest. So he's got about 20-ish pitches to work with here to try and get through 5 or more. Tries to hold up, does DeLauder, and he does not chase. 3-1. Jose Ramirez on deck. You'd rather face him to lead off the next inning than with 2 runners on. And he will draw a walk. 2 walks in the inning, 3 walks in the game to go along with a hit by pitch, and 2 will be on for Jose Ramirez.
Got yourself in a spot here. Power play is presented by HEB, and with Ramirez coming to the plate, most career multi-home run games active. Jose Ramirez his 28th yesterday. Aaron Judge has 47, Mike Trout 31. How about George Springer being on there with 29? And Rodon creeping up there quickly. He has 22 himself.
Josh Miller out there to have a word with Spencer Arrighetti. A couple of walks in the inning and put 2 runners on now for Jose Ramirez. Ramirez has walked and doubled, and Jose has scored both of the Guardians' runs today. First pitch strike at the knees, 0-1. Oh, this guy's here. 0-2 the count. That's why you were hoping Spencer could attack DeLauder. I know Chase had 3 home runs his first 3 games in his career, but he's been struggling lately. It's not the guy you want to walk ahead of this guy Ramirez, but now Spencer can find his way out of the inning with an 0-2 count. He got him. It's going to be a challenge by Ramirez on a pitch for a called 3rd strike.
It was a cutter, and I think it got back to the outside corner.
This is a challenge powered by T-Mobile, and that will be a winner for Spencer Arrighetti. The call is confirmed. Ramirez loses his challenge, and that'll be the end of the inning.
Nice little backdoor cutter. Big out for Spencer. Toyota, Christian Walker. When the Astros are going well, it usually seems that Christian Walker is in on the action, in wins. He is hitting .444. The OPS almost at 1,300. 7 extra base hits, 12 RBIs. He's a main piece in this Astros lineup. Has a home run already in this game. When they start to pitch around Yordan Alvarez, you need some of these other guys to step up, and in wins, Christian Walker has done it. You know.
Walker takes the first pitch off the plate for ball 1.
You concerned?
Yes.
It's another reference. Yeah.
Is that from a movie?
Yeah. Super Troopers.
Ah, there you go.
I'm 12. You got to remember that. When I'm calling games, I try to act professional, but sometimes I hit my limit and I lose it. And I can't help it because I'm thoroughly jealous of facial hair.
The Fu Manchu going tonight for Christian as he fouls it off. And it's 2-1.
I mean, the shape, profile, the consistency is remarkable. Is that a baby?
He's 2 for 3 with the new stash look. And if the Astros win, he'll add to those numbers you showed starting the inning. He's a leadoff base runner in the 5th, and Julia Morales is standing by with a special group here in Cleveland.
Yes, I've got Clear Fork High School athletes all behind me, and I've got my sign. I am a true fan here of Clear Fork. What is our mascot?
Colts.
The Colts. Okay, the Colts. Why are we talking to the Colts fans up here? It's because that's where AJ Blueball went to high school, 2019 graduate. I'm with Jessica Brokaw, the athletic director, who kind of got this group together to support AJ Blue Balls. Tell me who's behind me and how this happened real quick.
So AJ's mom teaches at the high school, and we were talking about how many times he was going to be within driving distance. So we got with a boosters club. They paid for 2 buses. We sent it out to the student body, and we have 104 students, 8 chaperones here tonight, plus another 50 teachers and community members here supporting him.
It's so great. What do you want these athletes to see and learn by watching AJ Blue Ball pitch in the big league?
Never stop believing, never stop working hard, always believe in yourself, and one day your dreams can come true.
Awesome. It's so good. I'm so glad y'all are here. Y'all look great. They look cold too, which makes me feel a little bit better being a Texan here. But I also learned this from Jessica, that AJ was a substitute teacher at times when he was in the minor leagues. He would come over. She mentioned his mom being a teacher there. Does that surprise anybody? I bet he was great. So some of these kids have actually, they had AJ's mom as their teacher, probably ran into AJ. So cool.
I would love to have AJ as a substitute teacher. By the way, what's the Valley? That was a sign you were...
So Clear Fork's in the Valley.
Clear Fork Valley.
Clear Fork Valley.
And
Go Colts.
How close from here?
How close or how far from here?
Hour and 20 minutes.
Okay, hour and 20.
Good effort from that group.
Really good effort. School night?
School night?
School night. You guys going to school tomorrow?
Yeah. Even softball team have games tomorrow. So everybody's got to go to
Oh, it's game day tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right, good luck, everybody.
Thank you.
Rest.
Thank you for telling us about that group. And by the way, they're positioned all the way out by the Astros bullpen, so it's perfect.
I love it. That's so good.
There's the group, and there's the Astros bullpen just to the left, so they can have a close view if AJ warms up. We just saw a rare mistake by Jose Ramirez on a ground ball to third.
Yeah, hopefully the Astros can take advantage of that miscue. Not too often you see Jose Ramirez talking about how he does everything well. Just didn't play that ground ball well enough.
He might have had a double play if he fielded it cleanly.
Yeah. Sometimes you wonder if they pick their head up too soon, sometimes trying to turn that double play, but got kind of sedentary with the feet, and that hop was not the one that he wanted.
Well, now Cam Smith gets his first at bat. Cam was not in the original lineup. Grounds this ball to short. He's going to have to hustle to beat this turn. They go to second for 1, and Cam does hustle and gets into first base with a fielder's choice instead of a double play. So there'll be 1 out there on the force out at second, and runners now at first and third.
For the Astros, the catcher, Yainer Diaz.
So here's Yainer Diaz, who singled into right field his last time up. He's 1 for 2 today. This is where Slade Ciccone has struggled this year, especially with that 500 average after 75 pitches.
Man, there's nobody getting loose in either bullpen, so it's kind of giving you the idea that Stephen Vogt is asking Ciccone to try and figure out a way to get through the 5th.
Yeah, 10 hits allowed, 6 runs allowed to this point, and no action in the Guardians bullpen. They did come off a 3 out of 4 against the Orioles, where they used their bullpen quite frequently, but it is Ciccone's game and his game only right now. Cam still leads the team with those 3 stolen bases. The Astros haven't had a lot of steals lately, but Cam 3 for 3 on the year. Has a pretty healthy lead at first. Yainer misses the sweeper. It's 1-1. Tapper foul at the plate. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Christian Walker single to start the inning. He's at third base. Cam Smith over at first with 1 out. Ciccone has struck out Yainer in the previous matchups a couple of times. It's been with the curveball. Goes to it here and misses wide. It's 2-2. Into center field, coming on Quan. Tagging at third is Christian Walker. He's going to head home. Here comes the throw by Quan. It's cut off, and the Astros add a run to their lead. It's now 7-2 on the sacrifice fly by Yainer Diaz.
Good job by Yainer getting a pitch up that he could handle and shooting that out into the outfield to score Christian Walker.
For Houston, outfielder.
Like a bit of a hanging sweeper that came back to the middle part of the plate. Yainer able to take advantage of it. Got to be on balance to be able to take advantage of those mistakes.
Now Dustin Harris, the batter, 0 for 2 with a couple of groundouts. He did score a run after reaching on a fielder's choices last time up. Cam started and stopped, and now Harris takes the ball. It's 1-0. I think Dave Clark is wanting Cam Smith to try to steal a base if he can get a good jump. He goes. The pitch is a strike. The throw is wide and into center field. Cam picks it up and he'll head to third. That'll be a stolen base and an error on the bad throw by Bo Naylor. Now the Astros have a runner 90 feet away with 2 outs.
Cam's legs having an impact. Got a pretty good jump right there. Naylor doing his best. Just threw it over the back of Ciccone. He might have felt that buzz the tower. Good recognition by Cam and good speed to be able to get into third base.
First error of the year on Bo Naylor. Now 1-1 count on Harris. Still no action in the Guardians' pen. Pitch number 91 of the game for Ciccone is wide. It's 2-1. Three and 1 to count with Bryce Matthews on deck. Matthews had an RBI double his last time up. That'll be ball 4. Astros will have runners on the corners, and Matthews will have another opportunity here with runners on.
For Houston, center fielder.
Slade is just grinding through this appearance as somebody finally pops out of the dugout to give him a conversation.
The Guardians had used their bullpen, as we mentioned, a little bit in that Baltimore series, but I did not think it was to the extent where Ciccone was going to have to wear it for 5 innings. It looks like no matter what, as he is having a little breather here. We'll have a word from TXU Energy.
TXU Energy Ultimate Season Pass. 50% off energy charges during peak summer and winter, plus more months of savings.
I'm with you, TK. It feels like Vogt's forcing him to try and learn a way to get through this 5th inning to pick up 5 innings in this start and protect that bullpen a little bit. The bullpen has not been good this season for the Guardians. Starting rotation's been great. 3.10 is their ERA. It's going to take a little bit of a hit today with Ciccone giving up 7 as you see the bullpen finally getting going. Their bullpen comes in with a 5.21 ERA. So it might be a case of Vogt just trying to avoid getting to that bullpen sooner than later.
Matt Festa beginning to warm up. Bryce Matthews grounds one to second, played there by Juan Brito, so Ciccone does get through the 5th. The Astros do add to their lead at 7-2 halfway home. Houston Astros baseball on SCHN is presented by Michelob Ultra Zero. Make a plan to get home safe. A reminder from your friends at Silver Eagle Distributors Houston. By Jack in the Box, Jack's new Smash Jack Sliders Munchie Meal with a chance to win the $75,000 prize for Jack's 75th anniversary. And by your local Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places. Kyle Manzardo leading off the 5th inning for the Guardians. He's 1 for 2. Arrighetti beginning with a 7-2 lead as he starts the 5th. It's a swinging strike there. It's 1-1. Might be Spencer's last inning as he started the inning with 77 pitches. It'll be 4, 5, and 6 due up. Manzardo, Rhys Hoskins, and George Valera. There's a strike on the inner half, and it's 1-2 to Manzardo. Spencer to this point has allowed 5 hits. He's also walked 3 and hit a batter. Worked around some traffic as he has stranded 7 in the first 4 innings. Swing and a miss, picking up a strikeout there. That is the first swing and a miss against the curveball today.
There it is. Took 5 innings to figure that thing out. Spencer finally getting that much wanted and needed swing and miss on the curveball. See that middle finger, really that prominent finger that goes out there and creates that spin, backed up. And Manzardo way out in front. Good pitch.
Only his second strikeout. The last 2 batters are his only 2 strikeouts of the game. Now Hoskins takes a pitch in for ball 1. Reese has an RBI single and a fly out to center. Goes after that sweeper. It's 1-1. He brought up an interesting note in our little chat right before the game about the only starting pitcher with a win in the last 14 games for the Astros is that guy, Spencer Arrighetti. He's got a chance to get his second in as many starts. Pitch is in, 2-2. Mentioned we probably wouldn't see Spencer get to 100 pitches today in back-to-back outings on 4 days rest. And there is Steven Okert warming up in the Astros pen. That's a challenge by Yainer Diaz. Yainer has had 6 of his last 7 be successful overturns. He had a streak broken during yesterday's game. See if he starts a new streak here. He does.
How about it?
ABS powered by T-Mobile goes the Astros way. That'll be a called third. Arrighetti's now struck out 3 in a row after having no strikeouts through the first 20 batters of the game.
Trying to get through this inning strong.
Capture your favorite Astros memories and make them a permanent part of Daikin Park with the Astros Legacy Brick Program. Learn more and purchase your brick today at astros.com/bricks. George Valera, the batter. But you can't have a successful stretch of games, and that's why the Astros have lost 12 of those 14 without your starting pitchers picking up some wins along the way. So if Spencer gets his second win in as many starts, fully on him, but you'll need somebody else to help out along the way in that starting rotation.
You ain't lying. Yeah, it'd be nice to get a little help. The last win by a starter was Imai, Tatsuya Imai.
How about that?
In Sacramento when the Astros won 11-0.
When he was having that crazy slider.
Yeah, that wicked slider all over the place.
That's how long it's been for a pitcher other than Spencer to get a win as a starter. George Valera, the batter. Sometimes you can kind of guess where Joe Espada wants to line up his lefty as to where the lineup is with lefty hitters, but with the Guardians, they're basically all lefties, so pick your spot wherever you want Okert to come in. Ground ball foul. The count is 3-2 on Valera.
Yeah, we were talking about scoring yesterday. You'd probably do the same thing I do when you're writing your lineup. Do you do different colors for different side of the plate hitter?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so this one just beat red with a couple of baby blues mixed in there with the switch hitters.
Right. And what's your color for right-hander?
Just
regular
standard black.
Yeah. So there's only one black name on the lineup today.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Probably one more batter for Spencer because Brito hits better as a righty than a lefty, and he's a switch hitter who is due up next. So Spencer just walked his 4th batter of the game. As good as he was last start out, he also walked 4 in that outing as well. And he also hit 2 batters. So now he'll face Brito. He probably will not face Bo Naylor, so this will be his last hitter with Okert warming up, and his 93rd pitch of the night is a strike, 0-1. Spencer would love to get that W in his back pocket, and to do so you have to complete 5 innings. And wins are not quite as big of a stat as they used to be for starting pitchers, but still nice for a starter to get a win, and Joe's hoping he can get through this inning.
Now you can go ahead and let all the writers and media people say that wins don't matter much, but it means a lot in that clubhouse for those guys to be able to say that they're going to go out there and pick their team up and battle to pick up that W. It means a lot to those guys.
Spencer just looked up at the scoreboard. He probably knows where he is with his pitch count, and he probably knows this could be his last hitter. He cannot afford to let this guy get on base if he wants to guarantee to finish this inning. This ball on the right, and Cam Smith is there, and Spencer will get through 5 tonight. He'll do so with only 2 runs allowed as the Astros lead 7-2 after 5. Astros will have Carlos Correa, the leadoff hitter, followed by the big man Yordan Alvarez, and Jose Altuve batting third.
League leaders are presented by Houston Methodist. Jose Altuve, we saw him go 3 for 5 yesterday with an RBI. His 4th 3-hit game of the season, leads the American League there. It's 220 for him in his career, most by an active player right now. He always impressive. Altuve, 220 and counting. And he's getting close to that 2,000 games played mark, too. Okay.
Is that tomorrow?
That or the next day. What is today?
It's the first day of the series. It's Monday.
420.
420.
Yep.
My mom's birthday.
Happy birthday, Julia's
Happy birthday,
mama.
Mom, and happy birthday, Tony Perez-Chica.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Did you say that already?
No.
Oh. That's why we need you.
Fact check me now.
I talked to Tony today. I had no idea.
Just blew him off.
I did not talk to your mom today, so tell her happy birthday. Carlos Correa, the leadoff hitter here, taking the first 2 pitches for a strike as the Astros face a new pitcher. There's Tony celebrating a birthday here in Cleveland. That one grounded foul. It stays 0-2. Matt Festa's the new arm pitching for the Guardians.
Well, it's a big birthday for Perez-Chica, too. He turned 60 today. There's Matt Festa. Name should look recognizable. Faced the Astros a bunch when he was with the Seattle Mariners. A bit of a rough start to this season in 3 games, pitching in 3 1/3, giving up a couple of earned runs. No strikeouts, 3 walks and a home run given up this season by Festa.
Correa takes a called third strike. Correa will be down looking for the 2nd time today. He's now 2 for 4 with a couple of singles and a couple of strikeouts. Festa strikes out the first batter he faces. I had Tuve on the mind because I'm looking up to see when his 2000th is. Says he played in 1998 before today, so tomorrow should be his 2000th. We'll confirm that. Here's Yordan. Yordan takes one down and in for ball 1. Yeah, Tuve's got 1998. So today's 1999, and tomorrow will be the big 2000 for Jose Altuve, who is in the on-deck circle. Altuve will join Craig Biggio and Jeff Bagwell as the only Astros to play in 2,000 games. It's a big number.
That's a lot of baseball.
Yordan is 1 for 3 today. Lined out to left, singled on the infield, and flied out to the wall and right. And he's got a 2-1 count here on Festa. Three and 1. Slade Ciccone went 5 innings, 10 hits, 7 runs tonight against the Astros. A walk and a couple of strikeouts through 94 pitches. Yordan sends one high and deep to center field. Back goes Kwan. He is near the warning track, and he'll put it away on the track. Yordan doesn't make many quiet outs tonight. He is lined out to left, flied out to the wall and center, and flied out over 390 feet to straightaway. Flied out to the wall and right, flied out 390 feet to center. Close to it.
Yeah, those are misses, too, and he still hits it over 100 miles an hour when he doesn't hit it perfectly.
Jose has 4 career hits against Matt Festa and 12 at bats, including a couple of doubles and a home run. Grounds this one towards short. Play there. Slipping is Rocchio, and his throw is still in time. Rocchio slipped on the outfield grass, but he was able to throw out Jose Altuve to end the inning. 1-2-3 inning for Festa out of the bullpen. We'll have a new pitcher for the Astros in the bottom of the 6th in a 7-2 game.
Powered by Reliant, 5 players have played exclusively for Houston and Cleveland. Who's the only one to win a World Series? Good Astros trivia powered by Reliant. Connection between Houston and Cleveland. Got a new pitcher coming into this game. Getty giving the Astros 5 innings of 2-run baseball. They give way to left-hander Steven Okert. Very good pitcher in this Astros uniform in the last couple of years. 11 games, a 3.48 ERA. He's got 9 punch in that time.
Okert facing the 8, 9, and 1 hitters here. Left-hand hitter Bo Naylor. Brian Rocchio, who will turn around and hit right-handed. Then the top of the order, Stephen Kwan. This ball cued and a lot of spin on it, but Correa is there to make the play. That'll be out number 1 on a ground out to short off the bat of Naylor. Naylor grounding out for the 3rd time today. Brian Rocchio, who has singled and drawn a walk and stolen a base, will bat here. Rocchio, 7-game hitting streak going right now. Takes a called strike, 0-1. Okert quickly ahead, 0-2. Okert now with 12 games appeared in, by far the Astros leader in games pitched. Kai-Wei Tang, Brian Abreu, AJ Blueball all with 9, tied for 2nd. This one slicing down the line and right, and Rocchio's a perfect 3 for 3 as he's going to get to second base with a double. Single walk and now a double for the 9-hitter for the Guardians, Brian Rocchio. Astros Friday night games at Daikin Park are the spot to be. Kickstart your weekend with Friday night fireworks presented by ConocoPhillips. Grab your tickets now at astros.com/promotions. All those kids who made the bus ride for an hour and 20 minutes are going to get to see their former substitute teacher warm up in the bullpen. AJ Blueball starting to loosen up for the Astros. Stephen Kwan takes a pitch for a ball, 1-0. There he is.
That's pretty cool.
AJ has about 10 family and friends using his own tickets, and then a busload out in the outfield joining that group as well. AJ born in Mansfield and grew up in Belleville, Ohio. So all those representing Clear Fork High School out there will be cheering on AJ Blueball. This pitch sent wide, and now it's 3-0 to Kwan. Kwan has flied to center twice and flied out to left. Final line on Spencer Arrighetti tonight. 5 innings, 5 hits for Spencer, 2 runs earned. Walked 4, hit a batter, and struck out 3. Spencer threw 96 pitches in his 5 innings of work. Now the count's full on Kwan. On the ground, Altuve has to move to his right, makes a nice backhand play to get Kwan for the 2nd out. On the play, Rocchio moves to 3rd. Now Chase DeLauder, who's 0 for 2 with a walk. First pitch home, a little bit in for ball one. There's a strike. This is a 3 out of 4 days now for Oker, including back-to-back. That's generally the limit. You rarely have seen, we haven't seen anybody go 3 days in a row so far. There's a strike, 1-2. We're hearing a report from the Astros clubhouse on Taylor Trammell.
Got left knee, left groin.
Left groin injury for Taylor, taking him out of the game. This ball popped high in the air on the infield or just beyond it. Carlos Correa will call off Jose Altuve, who fakes some people out for the final out of the inning. A double, one man left on base. We're through 6. It's the Astros 7 and the Guardians 2.
What's going on, Guardians fans? With the strikers I
Board and 10 hits total. Things got started with a big swing off the bat of Christian Walker. The new facial hair look has provided a little bit of pop. And that big swing early in the game. We also had Isaac Paredes go up there and get a hanging sweeper and make a deposit out there in left field. Trying to disrupt the Raptors and Cavaliers game with that bomb.
Those guys will be the first 2 hitters in the inning facing Matt Festa in his second inning of work. Festa had a 1-2-3-6. There is the new look Christian Walker, who's 2 for 3 with 2 runs batted in and 2 runs scored tonight. And the first pitch to Walker misses wide, 1-0. 10 hits for the Astros. All of them against the starter Slade Ciccone. Swing and a miss. It's 1-1. That ball hit pretty well. That'll be the 3rd hit of the game for Christian Walker. That's going to go to the wall. Walker heading to second. Adds a double to a home run and a single. He's a leadoff base runner for the Astros in the 7th.
Batting for Houston, third baseman.
And if it was only that easy just to change the facial hair and go out there and rake. Good job on balance, recognition. Extend those arms and stay through it and rip that into left field.
Hit number.
Just needs a triple.
He needs a triple. Hit number 11 for the Astros. Seawalk doesn't have a lot of triples in his career. He has 8 in his major league career in over 1,000 games played. Isak's had a good night. He's been on base 3 times, the last time via an error, but a single and a home run. And then he reached on an error. He's down in the count here, 0-2. Bullpen going again for the Guardians. This ball hit to the right side. Well done by Isaac Paredes. He'll move Christian Walker to 3rd with 1 out.
I'm a big fan of that at bat. That was very nice by Isaac. Astros fans, great news. SCHN Plus, the new streaming app for Space City Home Network, is now on Google TV. Watching your favorite team has never been easier. Head to SCHN Plus to subscribe and download on supported platforms, including Google TV.
Here's Cam Smith, infield back here in this 7-2 game. And he'll take a strike. It's 0-1. Cam came on as a pinch runner for Taylor Trammell, who we found out has an injured groin to have to leave the game tonight. Cam scored a run in the 4th and bounced into a fielder's choice and stole a base his last time up. Sends this one into center field. Might be deep enough to score. Walker catching it is Stephen Kwan. Here comes the throw. Walker will score standing up. The Astros will lead 8-2 on Cam Smith's sacrifice fly. For Cam, that's RBI number 11 on the season.
That is a beautiful thing. That is a team RBI right there. You had the leadoff double, and then Isaac moves that runner to 3rd, less than 2, and you get the sacrifice fly. But Isak, a dead pull hitter, does a really good job of letting that ball travel and get deep and just pokes it the other way to move Christian up 90 feet. You get a lot of high fives in the dugout when you do stuff like that.
That was beautiful.
Yeah.
That's in an 0-2 count, too. Just trusting your hands when you let the ball travel like that. Huh?
Big time. Why not? Give it a couple of shots until you get to 2 strikes and still have a productive at bat shooting that ball the other way.
So get him over, get him in. That's what the Astros did this inning. And it's now 8-2. Astros offense continues to put up runs. Coming in with 121 runs in their first 23 games on the season, adding 8 more to that total tonight. On the ground to short, Rocchio there. And that'll be the final out of the inning. But the Astros add to their total with a leadoff double by Christian Walker and a sacrifice fly by Cam Smith. They now lead 8-2. 7th inning stretch time. We're going to check in with Esh and Bogey in our Rooms to Go lounge.
Now fans, up on your feet. It's time for the 7th inning stretch. Join us.
AJ Bluebob, presented by Gallery Furniture, 7th round pick in 2022 from Belleville, Ohio. His father Reggie, an amateur beekeeper. He finished 2025 with a 21-inning scoreless streak from August 21st to the 23rd to the end of the season. And as you heard Julia Morales reporting from the right field stands, he was a substitute teacher at Clear Fork High School, where his mother is a teacher. 100+ strong, representing out there. Getting ready to watch AJ Bluebob pitch on a big league mound right here in Cleveland.
Got their phones out. They're ready. The Valley representing AJ Bluebob. So Bluebob will have the 3, 4, and 5 hitters due up. Jose Ramirez, Kyle Manzardo, and Reese Hopkins. Hoskins, I've said that twice now. Hoskins will bat third. Ramirez has walked and doubled and scored a couple of runs. He's also struck out today. So the pride of Clear Fork High School delivers a strike in front of his crowd here in right field. 0-1. AJ Bluebob, the hometown hero, facing Jose Ramirez, who most of these kids probably have as their favorite player along the way. He grounds one to first, bobbled momentarily, and Walker will use AJ covering. And AJ gets a big hand from the crowd out in right field as he covers first.
It was so awesome. Clear Fork's finest is out there getting outs on the big league stage.
Like, that guy was my substitute teacher. And now he's just got Jose Ramirez out. How cool is that?
That was pretty cool. They'll give you street cred inside the classroom.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, what have you done? Well, I got Jose Ramirez out.
Dream big, kids.
Yeah, anything can happen. Let's go.
Kyle Manzardo, the batter. Saw blue ball, as all pitchers today are allowed to blow into the hand. I would think AJ's pitched in this kind of weather.
Oh yeah, right? Yeah. Well, little welcome home weather.
One 0 pitch is off the plate, 2-0. There he goes, blowing into the hand. Allowed tonight with a temperature in the upper 30s. There's a strike. It's 2-1. And he also pitched at University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee. So I kind of think Wisconsin-Milwaukee had a few games well colder than this in their schedule.
I can imagine. Been told the feel like temp is 36.
There's a strike. It's 3-2. Getting that info from Julia.
No, I've got it from a local.
Okay. Okay. There he goes. 3-2 strikeout. AJ Bluebob picking up back-to-back outs here out of the bullpen, getting Ramirez to ground out and Manzardo to strike out. And there's 2 outs here in the 7th.
Time now to answer our trivia question powered by Reliant. We asked you 5 players played exclusively for Houston and Cleveland. But who is the only one to win a World Series? That Astro is everybody's favorite, Uncle Mike, Michael Brantley.
Uncle Mike. Only one. So 5 have played for both teams exclusively, and he's the one who won a World Series ring. Good for Uncle Mike.
Love Uncle Mike.
One of A.J. Blueball's favorite players, Uncle Mike Brantley.
How about it?
Swing and a miss. Blueball looking good here tonight. 1-2 the count. Right at home.
It's looking like those numbers we showed you at the end of 2025. Last pitch at 97.
Wow.
It's pretty good on a cool night like tonight. Why not? Get up to 98, son.
98.
98.3.
He is repping the clear for Colts. That one over boogied a little bit. 3-2.
Just choked off a changeup. Struck out Manzardo on a changeup.
Did he?
Yeah.
Trying to get a 1-2-3 inning here. He's got a full count on Hoskins after getting ahead. Reese is 1 for 3 today with an RBI single. And blue ball loses Hoskins here to a walk. I mean, the Astros' 5th walk allowed tonight. And George Valera will be the batter. Valera has the other RBI in addition to Hoskins. He has an RBI single to right. Those were the 2 runs scored against Spencer Arrighetti in his 5 innings of work. Valera pops one into shallow right, coming on Cam Smith. Blue ball will have a shutout inning in his hometown area as he gets the 3 through 7 hitters, allows a walk and no runs. His family happy with the results tonight. 8-2 Astros.
Bring the family out to the ballpark on Sundays and enjoy Kids Run the Bases, presented by Olshan Foundation Solutions. Following the game, kids ages 5 to 12 can come down to the field to run the bases like their favorite players. Race over to Astros.com/promotions to get your tickets today. TK?
All right, Julie, on we go to the 8th inning. Astros lead at 8-2 as they have a new pitcher here, a lefty facing them in the 8th.
It's going to be Tim Herron towing the rubber. 7 games this season, yet to give up an earned run. But how about his xFIP being at 5.59, so maybe a little lucky out there. He's got 5 career appearances against the Houston Astros.
He'll face the 8, 9, and 1 hitters, Dustin Harris, Bryce Matthews, and Carlos Correa. Good inning for A.J. Blueball. Might be his only inning of work as the Astros have their bullpen going here as we start play in the 8th. Harris fouls one back. It's 1-2. Jaden Murray loosening up in the Astros pen. Here's Jaden. Just activated a couple of days ago as the Astros have had a lot of roster moves the last few days. Little ground ball through the middle, but there is Rocchio to make the play. Low throw and a nice pick at first base by Manzardo to stay with it. Rocchio wearing the full hoodie over his hat makes that play for the first out.
For the Astros, center fielder Bryce Matthews.
Here's Bryce Matthews, 1 for 3 with an RBI. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Jake Myers earlier this year having to go on the injured list due to an oblique issue. Joey Loperfido more recently due to a quad issue. Those guys were getting starts in the outfield on a regular basis. Tonight, Taylor Trammell leaving with a left groin injury. That could open up some playing time for a guy like Bryce Matthews, who's been waiting his turn. Hasn't had a lot of reps. Only 28 at bats, playing 14 games before today. But with all these injuries, Bryce might get a run in center field because there's really not any other true center fielders. Harris is a corner guy, and Cam Smith tried center field earlier this year, but I think he's more comfortable in right.
Yeah, you're running out of options. So why not give Bryce an opportunity out there? Keep Cam comfortable in right field, move Dustin Harris around a little bit, and let Bryce chase it down out in center.
It's got a 2-2 count. And who knows, getting that opportunity against righties tonight, a righty tonight and lefties in the past, maybe if he gets 3 or 4 games in a row, he'll start to find that rhythm at the plate.
It's definitely a possibility. Every position player says that they just got to find that rhythm and get those at bats that are able to calm them down and get that timing right. Tough to do when you're not playing every day.
Good take on a pitch down and in, and now Bryce has a 3-2 count. Heron, the third pitcher of the game for the Guardians, behind Slade Ciccone and Matt Festa. That'll be a walk. Bryce Matthews will draw a 1-out walk. He's on base for the second time tonight. And now a word from Echo.
It's time to go yard. Echo, power on and on.
Here's Carlos Correa. Correa 2 for 4, a couple of singles. He drove in 2 runs, and he also scored a run. Correa takes a pitch for ball 1. Runner goes, and Bryce is going to get into second base. Bryce Matthews, as long as they don't, well, there was somebody covering, so they can't say fielder's indifference. That'll be his first steal of the year. Now a 1-1 count on Correa. Mentioned it was going to be a light crowd tonight with the cold temperatures and with the Cavs playing a playoff game next door. Official attendance 12,565 here at Progressive Field on this Monday evening. That ball hit well and through the hole between short and third. Matthews will be held at third. And the Astros will have runners on the corners with 1 out.
Yeah, Bryce at second base had to see that one through so he didn't run into an out. Carlos able to pull that in that 5.5 hole between Ramirez and Rocchio.
Guess who gets the hit against the lefty? Jordan against the lefty. His first 4 at bats tonight have come against a righty. He hit the ball hard all 4 times. A line out to left, fly out to the wall in right, fly out to deep center. And the other time he had an infield hit, but now he faces a lefty, and Blummer, it's not even close what he has done against lefties compared to anybody else, including right-hand hitters.
He's the best. It's been incredible how he can keep that front shoulder closed and see the ball so well.
He pops this one up. It's not going to be deep enough to score a run, as Jose Ramirez will catch it in foul territory. But that'll be the second out of the inning. Jordan never let go of the bat as he walks back to the dugout dejectedly as he pops up against the lefty here for the second out.
It's hard news as a superhero that when you find out you're mortal and you actually got out.
He's still not let go of the bat.
Yeah, he's so annoyed right now. It was a sinker up and in. It was a strike. It just kind of tied him up a little bit.
Well, he leaves it up to Altuve, who's looking for his first hit. Jose 0 for 4. Bats here with first and third and 2 outs. And he takes a pitch in for ball 1. There's a ball to short, caught by Rocchio for the final out of the inning. That'll be the final out of the inning. A hit or a walk, 2 left on. We head to the bottom of the 8th. Astros lead at 8-2. Time to reveal the winner of tonight's Chevy Stroll Poll. What was your no-brainer, Blummer?
D, the natural. The Lace voted 4-1.
Wow.
I love the natural.
Love the natural vote. Blummer would have gotten part of 6% of the vote tonight because the winner was Major League on a night where we're playing in Cleveland.
Seems fitting. Fans know what they're doing.
I was torn between Bull Durham and Field of Dreams.
Yeah, Field of Dreams is a good one, too.
I think I was always a Bull Durham guy all the way up until I went to that Field of Dreams game. And now,
yeah, that was incredible.
Now it's kind of tilted.
Well, you were kind of the show of the Field of Dreams. No, yeah, you were.
Really my wife was.
No, you guys were right behind home plate. I wasn't even watching the game. I was watching how many beverages you were putting away.
That was strong to quite strong.
But that looked amazing, and I'm glad you got to experience that.
New pitcher for the Astros here in the bottom of the 8th.
Yeah, Jaden Murray out there. It's April 20th. It's his second stint with the Astros. Getting an opportunity. Last time he pitched was out there in Seattle, so he's worn nothing but Astros gray. 9 games in AAA, you sell numbers. You're getting a chance again here in the big leagues with the Astros bullpen.
Works with a comfortable lead here and an 0-2 count on Juan Brito to be the 7, 8, 9 hitters. As Jaden getting ahead 0-2, now missing wide, it's 1-2. Astros with 8 runs on 12 hits. The Guardians with 2 runs on 6 hits. There's also been a couple of Guardians errors tonight. That one fouled back to the screen. Stays 1-2 on the rookie second baseman Brito, who's 0 for 2 and was hit by a pitch from Spencer Arrighetti. Ten games today on the Major League schedule, and it was all led off by the morning game between the Tigers and the Red Sox at Fenway. As the Red Sox play a morning game to coincide with Marathon Day, as the Boston Marathon was being run today. This pitch misses up. It is 3-2 to Brito. Jaden Murray, the 4th pitcher of the game for the Houston Astros. This one popped up. Yiner might have room, and he does as he puts it away for the first out. So there is an Astros tie to the Boston Marathon. With more on that, here's Julie.
We need to stop what we're doing and give a shout out to Gabby, who is the wife of Christian Vasquez, for running the Boston Marathon today. Gabby has 3 little kids. They have 3 little kids, and she has been training for this.
That's outstanding.
All off season. While Christian was watching the kids, she was running. This is her second marathon, 4 hours and 23 minutes. So she knocked off a lot of minutes too from the last one to this one.
Congratulations. That is incredible.
That is incredible. Congratulations.
There's Christian. Congratulations to Gabby. Boston Marathon 4:23 and 11.
It's impressive.
That is something I'll never be able to do. I don't think I can ever do a half.
No. I'm in that same boat. Yeah, you could offer me a big league contract right now, and I would not take the money and go run the Boston Marathon for you.
Our stage manager back in Houston, Mary Carroll's on her way to Nashville next weekend to run a half in the Rock and Roll half marathon there. I told her there's no chance I can even do a half. She's like, no. Yeah, you could. I'm like, no.
Nope.
Julia could.
Yeah, there's
not anymore.
Yeah, there's some internal damage.
My niece couldn't do it anymore.
Yeah,
you're out now.
I'm out.
I'm hurting just thinking about it.
I've never done that.
There was a time you could have done the half.
Yes, there was a time.
How about Jaden Murray getting 2 strikeouts, or getting 2 outs here? This one with a strikeout of Bo Nalen.
Mrs. Blum did a half marathon in San Diego.
Really?
And swore that she would never do any more running ever again after that.
Corey got a half in
yeah, she did the Rock and Roll half in San Diego.
There you go.
And I said, babe, you going to do another one? She said, nope. That was it. Checked that and she said that was maybe one of the dumbest things I've ever done.
Same thing with my wife, Michelle. She had a half marathon or two. She was a triathlete back in the day.
Oh, my gosh.
So she's done the full swimming, cycling. But, yeah, she's done, too.
Yeah.
These are things of the past.
Sounded cool. Prep was great. Ran it. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. She gone.
Check.
But all props with 3 kids.
Just
Yeah.
3 little kids. It blows my mind.
That's remarkable.
This ball on the right. Cam's going to have to play it on a hop. Guess what the 9-hitter is today, Blummer? 3 for 3 with a walk.
This is insane.
The 9-hitter has 3 of the 7 hits today. I mean, Ryan Rocchio came in with a hitting streak, so he's not your typical 9-hitter, but still, that's the spot in the lineup that is just kryptonite for Astros pitching.
It has been. Yeah, if you're in a tough stretch and you're facing the Astros, just go into your manager's office and say, put me in the 9 spot, man. Hide me down there. I'm going to get some pitches.
Now back to the top of the order. Makes sense of this. Kwan's 0 for 4. And the 9-hitter just keeps raking. Although Kwan lately has been battling it a little bit. He's in an 0 for 14 right now, including his 0 for 4 tonight. This one fouled back. It's 1-1. Gotta respect the enthusiasm of the stadium entertainment crowd here as they put up a Get Loud on the big board and have one of those needles that tries to move, but it's not easy with the amount of people that are watching this game.
Shots fired.
Well, it's just true.
It is. It's amazing.
Got to try and rev up the spirit, but it's a tough sell tonight.
Well, I almost started to complain to our audio about not having the natural sound in our headset, but there's nothing here to make the natural sound.
I've heard one guy, and you probably have heard
Oh,
him,
yeah.
who's been getting on a couple of the Astros. But
Yeah, he's not the smartest guy I've ever heard of.
Other than that, there's not many people you hear here tonight.
Yeah.
3-1 to count to Kwan. So 2 quick outs and then a base hit by Rocchio. Now Kwan ahead of the count 3-1. Broke his bat on this foul ball.
Says that the Cavaliers are in the 3rd quarter, up 68 to 50.
Oh, they ran by it. They ran by it. They ran by it.
Hit the brakes.
Oh, there we go.
Scramble is on.
That was a great angle. The kids ran
Catch.
So the Cavs are in the 3rd quarter?
Yeah, they're in the 3rd quarter, up 68-55 on Raptors.
That is the one benefit on a night like tonight where it's cold and there's not many people here. There's a good chance.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You have a couple of built-in excuses of freezing, and there's a bunch of people next door.
And no, there's a good chance you're going to get a foul ball. And
I think everybody got a T-shirt when they were doing the T-shirt toss, and now you've got beers and baseballs. That's the way it's supposed to be played right there.
They overran it and still had time to come back and find the foul ball.
They probably saw like 3 of them.
Ball 4 to Kwan, and now Murray's allowed 2 runners ahead of Chase DeLauder. I'll draw a visit from Josh Miller here with 2 outs and 2 on in an 8-2 game in the 8th. That is the Astros' 6th walk of the game, and still an area that Josh Miller would love to see reduced here in the upcoming weeks.
Yeah, 6-run lead to attack that zone. But yeah, I'm sure it's very concerning for Josh Miller. He's got the stuff. Jaden Murray's got the fuel to go put guys away.
Spencer walked 4, AJ Blueball walked 1, and now Jaden Murray has walked 1. It is a cold night, and that can impact your command a little bit, but overall in the year, the Astros have really fought the battle against walks as a pitching staff. Even Kwan and Christian Walker having a little conversation here as Kwan admires the new stash.
Yeah, he is. He's definitely saying, you've won the first base mustache brawl tonight.
Here's DeLauder 0 for 3 with a walk. He has popped up twice and flied out to right. Ground ball right to Jose Altuve on 2 hops. Tuve will take his time and make the play. Good visit by Josh Miller. 1 pitch and 1 out of DeLauder to get through the inning. 2 left on. We head to the 9th. Astros up 8-2. Houston Astros baseball on SCHN is presented by Whataburger. Your favorite burger made hot and fresh just the way you like it. And by Steel. Find your Steel dealer at steelusa.com. Downtown Cleveland, Ohio, Rocket Arena has game 2 between the Cavs and the Raptors going on. Here, it's game 1 of 3 between the Astros and the Guardians. And the Astros lead at 8-2 as we head to the 9th, a new pitcher for Cleveland.
Connor Brogdon's coming into this game. Long and lean right-hander, stands at 6'6". Four-seam fastball, changeup, and a cutter. 8 games. Roughed up a little bit. 6.48 is that ERA against him.
Julia has a few choices as to who she wants to talk to before the players head to the clubhouse if the Astros hold on to this 8-2 lead. This would certainly be one of your lead candidates.
Oh, so many questions.
3 hits, 3 runs, a home run, 2 RBIs, and he also has a new look. A lot going on for Christian Walker tonight as he taps one to first, or the first out of the inning. We'll see who she grabs. He also has Carlos Correa with 3 hits. He has Isaac Paredes with 2 hits and a home run.
Yeah, some good names out there.
He's got some choices. It's the rare night blummer.
Yep.
That Yordan Alvarez is not going to win pick the sick.
That doesn't happen too often.
It does not. Usually Yordan has been automatic this year, but he's only 1 for 5 with an infield hit today. This guy, Isaac Paredes, 2 for 4 with a single and a home run as he takes one off the plate. Of course, we have Yordan tonight.
You're welcome.
It was a no-brainer.
Whenever you have a chance, you pick him.
It's like the first pick is an automatic lately with Yordan in the lineup. 1-1 the count to Isaac. Isaac hitting his first home run of the year on the first pitch he saw the 4th inning. That one's down. Let's see. Esch has Altuve, so Tuve doesn't have any points tonight.
We might actually be in pretty good shape.
Actually, Julia has Dustin Harris.
She went off the radar.
So she's got a
new
point.
guy.
She's got a point with a walk, and he's got a run scored. So she might have us. She might have us because Yordan didn't score a run. Dustin Harris for the win tonight for Julia.
Believe it.
Wow. 3-1 the count to Isaac as he fouls one back. It's 3-2.
She got the first day as an Astro pick and the winner in pick the stick.
I like it.
That's kind of how the Astros offense can be, though.
Yeah, when they're going well?
Yeah, when you're going well and you're scoring 7 to 8 runs a game, you would imagine it's going to take more than Yordan and some of the staples that you're accustomed to seeing. And we talked, there's Dustin Harris right there, new guy.
Oh, he might have 2 tonight. Isaac Paredes for that same spot. Give him 2. Isaac Paredes. His first 2 home runs of the year come on a cold night in Cleveland. The Astros lead at 9-2.
You got to be Isaac and me. 375-foot line drive out there. It's now rattling around somebody's beer inside the Rocket Arena. 2 bombs on the day. Came into this game with 0.
Now it's a really tough decision for Julia. Christian or Isaac? Which corner infielder does she want? That pitch off the plate to Cam Smith. It's 1-0.
Man, that was 95 in, and he smashed it and kept it fair.
There's their 2 contenders right there.
Your corner's getting after it in this game.
Cam misses the changeup. It's 1-1.
I'm thinking.
Not easy.
Got stressful all of a sudden.
Yeah, it did. That added to the stress. Great pick by Dustin Harris, by the way.
Thank you.
You're going to win pick the stick, barring something crazy. Swing and a miss. 1-2 the count to Cam Smith. There he is. He wants another at bat. He's still 2 batters away. 1 out here in the 9th. Now in foul back, it's 1-2. Astros have scored in 5 of the 9 innings tonight. Single runs in the 5th, 7th, and 9th have added to their lead. Very similar to what we saw the Cardinals do to the Astros in that series at Tyken Park. They got ahead and kept adding on as Smith goes down on strikes. Cam out number 2. Connor Brogdon has his first strikeout.
That pitch was. This was a 95 down and in, and Isak. That is right there in that go zone. Brings the hands down, barrels it up. That was a laser.
You see the guys chasing it. There is a gate beyond where they were running. Sometimes the ball can go through the gate, head towards the arena like Blummer was talking about. Yainer Diaz, the batter. Yainer is 1 for 3 tonight, single and a sacrifice fly.
I can imagine Manny Ramirez had some shots here down that left field line that might have snuck out into the quad.
Ninth time for Paredes to hit multiple home runs. That one is just foul. There's 1 and 2 on Yainer Diaz. It's up 2 and 2. Actually, there are negative points involved, so if Dustin Harris comes up again and strikes out, then we end up in a tie. But we don't.
I'm not cheering for that.
We don't want that. No. We want Yainer to get on. We want Dustin to get on, and then we want Jordan to still get on this inning and maybe hit a home run to win it that way.
I say I wouldn't mind if Yainer got on and Harris hit a bomb.
There you go.
You're going to win big.
Do it. Get greedy, as you like to say.
Yes. Team player, cheering for everybody.
I don't think Yainer's going to continue the inning as this one's sent into left field. That'll be caught by Valera. And the Astros add to their lead. Home run by Isak Paredes. It's now 9-2 Astros.
Our next telecast is presented by Kaplan Sinus Relief. Tomorrow, coverage begins at 4:30 on Space City Home Network, and you're going to see Ryan Weiss against Parker Messick. Parker Messick had a great start last time out, and he's off to a great start this season. And Weiss gets a chance to settle in to that starting rotation for the Astros. Last time out against Colorado, only went 3 2/3, starting to build things up, get things going. That'll be a fun game tomorrow.
It'll be much warmer tomorrow.
I was just thinking the same thing. It's going to be more fun. There's going to be more fans, and the heat will be up to a incredibly scorching 71.
Tomorrow game time projected right now 65 degrees.
Oh, it's ideal,
right?
Yeah, that's San Diego weather.
Quite a difference from one night to the next.
I mean, different coastline, but similar weather.
Jaden Murray is going to try to close this game out. He gets a second inning of work facing Jose Ramirez. And Ramirez has a count of 0-2 as he takes a couple of strikes. Jose has walked and doubled, scored both runs for the Guardians, and struck out and grounded out, officially 1 for 3. That one down. It's 1 and 2. Astros trying to snap a 4-game losing streak and also snap an 8-game road losing streak, going back to the last trip where they went 1-9. Their lone win came in Game 2 of the road schedule this year in Sacramento against the A's. Trying to beat a Guardians team that came in at 13-10 on the season. A little tapper that Ramirez stays alive. Cleveland's played pretty well here at home too, 7-3 on the year, but tonight the Astros scored 2 in the first. Guardians tied the game up at 2 apiece, and the Astros scored 4 in the fourth and haven't looked back. Hit high in the air to right. Cam Smith will drift back. He's got room, and there's one away in the ninth.
The Rockets are in the NBA playoffs, and SCHN has exclusive postseason coverage. Tune in to SCHN and SCHN Plus after Game 2 tomorrow night for expert analysis and exclusive access. Rockets playoff postgame on SCHN is brought to you by Academy Sports and Outdoors.
Rockets down 1-0 in that series. Need a bounce back win tomorrow as Kyle Manzardo swings through the pitch. It's 0-1. And Zardo 1 for 4 tonight. Has struck out his last 2 times up.
It's a good thing I'm not an umpire on cold days like this. I'd be ringing everybody up. You check down to third base, my right arm would already be in the air. I'd be like, yep, he went. Get me out of here.
Yeah, Weiss tomorrow against Messick, who went to Florida State. He finished his time at Florida State the year before Cam got there. I need to check with Cam to see if he crossed paths, though, on a recruiting trip or any other sort of Florida State activities. But Messick's been quite a pitcher this year, the rookie lefty for the Guardians, getting a start tomorrow. This one fouled back, and the count's 3-2 on Manzardo.
You would imagine they may have crossed paths. Some of these schools do a good job of having those alumni locker rooms for guys who have made it into the big leagues so they can come back, work out at the facility, and it's pretty smart having some of those big leaguers around some of the college athletes. Great pitch by Jaden. Showing good life, 95-mile-an-hour fastball. But the looking strikeout at the bottom part of the zone. This one just rides through the bottom of the UTMD Anderson strike zone.
So Manzardo striking out for a 3rd consecutive time. And now Murray will face Rhys Hoskins as the last chance here for the Guardians. Hoskins delivering an RBI single his first time up. First pitch a strike, 0-1. Hey, Yiner got another one.
He's doing such a good job back there.
Up and in, 1-2. Lumber, not only did the Astros desperately need a win on the road, they needed one of these where they could kind of chill.
Coast.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
This is one of those they haven't had in a while. They just have battled the early part of the season, 8-15 coming into tonight. They had lost 12 out of 14. They're in the middle of playing 13 games in 13 days. Spencer Arrighetti is going to get a 2nd straight win as a starter in a string of 15 games where he's the only starter with a win. But they needed one of these games just to feel better about everything. The offense has done its thing, but the pitching coming in and shutting down this Guardians team tonight.
I might wear shorts in
No, that last road trip was wild. I mean, it was really unenjoyable all the way around.
It's going to be a timer violation against Jaden Murray.
Yeah, there was a lot going on. Yiner kept punching the keypad on his knee and asking Murray to step off.
Thanks a lot. Tell me the 9th inning, 2 outs.
That's going to keep the game going as Rhys Hoskins delivers one into left. Hoskins is going to go to second, and he might be out. He is out. That's how the game's going to end. Dustin Harris throws out Rhys Hoskins, trying to stretch a single into a double in a 9-2 game. And the Guardians are going to challenge this call at second, but Hoskins believes he's out. He's already left the bag. That is going to finish it off. The Astros win the opener of this 3-game series in Cleveland, 9-2. And here's another look at the play at second.
Well, pick the stick winner threw a dart to second base on a hop. The only question is, did Altuve get the tag on? Everybody's giving high fives and walking off the ballpark. Good luck trying to get everybody back on the field.
Game is over, 9-2 the final. That's a good win tonight, Plummer.
That's a great win. You talked about it. You got to change your luck a little bit by going out there and playing hard, and that's exactly what they did. What I like about it is, yes, the walks were there, but the Astros pitching staff pitched around it and kept them from scoring. And you had Isak and Christian doing damage.
Corner infielder has got a lot done tonight. We'll see which one Julia picks on the field for her interview. Part of the Astros postgame show presented by Whataburger. It'll feature Kevin Eschenfelder and Brian Bogusevic, and the postgame show starts next.